Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Listen and Learn English. We are so happy and excited that you are here with us today. And we truly hope you are having a wonderful, peaceful, and productive day wherever you are listening from.
Hello, dear friends. It's great to see you again. How are you doing today? Are you feeling energetic or maybe just a little bit tired after a long day? I hope you're doing well and ready to relax with us.
Today, we're going to talk about something very important for your health and your daily routine, going to bed on time. Yes, I know sometimes we say just 5 more minutes and suddenly it's midnight.
Oh, yes, that happens to me all the time. I say I'll sleep early tonight, and then I start watching one video and another video, and suddenly it's 1 a.m.
Exactly. And then the next morning, we wake up feeling sleepy, tired, and not ready for the day. So, in today's episode, we will learn how to talk about bedtime routines in English, and we will practice useful vocabulary and real-life expressions that you can actually use in daily conversation.
That's right. So not only will you improve your English, but you will also learn how to describe your own habits in a clear and natural way.
Before we continue, please take 1 second to like this video. It really helps our channel grow and reach more English learners around the world. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly conversations.
Yes, and please write in the comments, what time do you usually go to bed? Do you sleep early, or are you a night owl? We are very curious to know.
All right, let's begin today's conversation and learn how to talk about going to bed on time in a simple, friendly, and natural way. So, Tom, let's start with a simple but important question. Why is going to bed on time so important?
Well, I think the answer is simple. When we don't sleep enough, we feel tired, slow, and sometimes even a little bit grumpy the next day.
That's very true. And in English, we often say, I didn't get enough sleep. This is a very common and useful sentence.
Yes. Or we can say, I stayed up too late last night. That means we went to bed very late.
Exactly. So let's learn some important vocabulary here. Go to bed, the time you get into bed. Fall asleep, the moment you actually start sleeping. Stay up late, not sleeping early. Get enough sleep, sleeping the right number of hours. Feel refreshed, feeling full of energy in the morning.
I like that word, refreshed. That sounds nice and positive.
Yes, refreshed means you wake up feeling light, happy, and energetic instead of tired and heavy.
So, for example, we can say, I went to bed at 10:30 and I woke up feeling refreshed.
Perfect sentence. And here's another useful one. If I stay up late, I feel sleepy the next morning.
Oh, yes. And sometimes we say, I can't focus today because I didn't sleep well.
That's a very natural sentence. Sleep well means your sleep was good and peaceful.
So, Emma, how many hours of sleep do you usually need?
I usually need about 7 to 8 hours of sleep to feel good. If I sleep less than that, I feel tired and less productive during the day.
Less productive. That's another great word. It means you don't work as efficiently as usual.
Exactly. So going to bed on time is not only good for your body, but also for your brain and your daily performance.
So, friends, here's a question for you. How many hours do you usually sleep every night?
And do you feel refreshed in the morning? Or do you hit the snooze button 5 times?
I feel attacked by that question.
Don't worry, Tom. Many of us do that. So after we understand why sleeping on time is important, the next step is preparing for bed. Because a good bedtime routine helps your body understand that it is time to relax and slowly move towards sleep.
That makes sense, because if I'm still watching action movies or scrolling on my phone, my brain doesn't feel ready to sleep at all.
Exactly. That's why we use the phrase bedtime routine. A bedtime routine is the series of small actions you do every night before sleeping.
So it's like a habit you repeat every evening.
Yes, exactly. It's a consistent habit. And here are some common expressions you can use. I brush my teeth before bed. I wash my face. I change into my pajamas. I turn off the lights. I set my alarm for the morning.
I like that phrase, set my alarm. It's very practical.
Yes, and here's an important difference. Go to bed means you lie down in bed. Fall asleep means you actually start sleeping.
So I can go to bed at 10:30, but maybe I fall asleep at 11.
Exactly, that's a perfect example. You can also say, I am getting ready for bed. It's time to sleep. I'm about to go to bed.
What does about to mean?
About to means something is going to happen very soon.
So if I say I'm about to sleep, it means I will sleep very soon.
Yes, that's correct. Sometimes I also say, I prepare my room for sleep.
What does that mean?
It means I close the curtains, turn off bright lights, and maybe open a window for fresh air.
That sounds very peaceful.
Yes, and here's a longer, natural sentence. Every night before bed, I brush my teeth, wash my face, change into comfortable pajamas, and set my alarm so I can wake up on time.
That sounds organized and healthy.
That's the goal, a calm routine that helps your body relax naturally. So after we finish our bedtime routine, the next important step is relaxing before actually falling asleep. Because if our mind is still active and full of thoughts, it becomes much harder to sleep peacefully.
That is very true because sometimes I go to bed, turn off the lights, and suddenly my brain decides it is the perfect time to remember everything I forgot to do during the day.
Yes, that happens to many people. That's why we use the phrase wind down. To wind down means to slowly relax and reduce activity before sleeping.
So it means calming your body and mind step by step.
Exactly. Here are some natural expressions you can use. I try to relax before bed. I read for a few minutes. I listen to soft music. I take deep breaths. I clear my mind.
I like clear my mind. What does that mean exactly?
It means trying to remove stressful thoughts and focusing on something calm and simple.
So it's like giving your brain a small break.
Yes, that's a simple and perfect explanation. Some people say, I avoid using my phone before bed.
Avoid means try not to do something, right?
Exactly. For example, I avoid drinking coffee at night. I avoid watching exciting movies before sleeping.
That makes sense, because if I watch an action movie, I feel too excited to sleep.
Yes, and here's a longer natural sentence. Before I fall asleep, I usually read a few pages of a book or listen to calm music so that my body and mind can relax.
I like how you used so that to explain the reason.
Yes, so that helps us explain purpose. Another useful sentence, I turn off the lights and close my eyes.
That sounds simple, but very natural.
And here is an important difference. I go to bed is the action of lying down. I fall asleep is the moment sleep actually begins.
So I can go to bed at 10:30, but fall asleep at 11.
Exactly.
So, friends, try saying, before I fall asleep, I usually...
Talk about your real life habits because real life English is the most powerful English. Now, let's talk about something very real. Sometimes, even if we go to bed on time, we still have trouble sleeping. And this can be frustrating, especially when we know we need to wake up early the next morning.
Oh, yes, that feeling when you look at the clock and think, why am I still awake?
Exactly. And in English, we say, I can't fall asleep.
So fall asleep means the moment when sleep actually begins, right?
Yes, that's correct. And if you say, I had trouble sleeping last night, it means you did not sleep well.
I also hear people say, I woke up in the middle of the night.
That's another very common phrase. It means you stopped sleeping during the night and opened your eyes. Here are some useful expressions. I couldn't fall asleep. I kept waking up. I had a nightmare. I felt restless. I was thinking too much.
I like that one. I was thinking too much. That happens to me when I start worrying about tomorrow.
Yes, and worrying can make it very difficult to relax. That's why people say, my mind wouldn't stop thinking.
That sounds very natural.
It is. Now let's talk about simple solutions. You can say, I try to avoid caffeine at night. I stop using my phone before bed. I take deep breaths to calm down. I focus on relaxing my body.
What does avoid caffeine mean?
It means not drinking coffee, tea, or energy drinks in the evening.
So if I drink coffee at 9 p.m., I might have trouble sleeping.
Exactly. Here is a longer natural sentence. Last night, I had trouble sleeping because I stayed up too late watching videos on my phone.
That sounds very honest.
Yes, sometimes the problem is our own habits. Another useful sentence. I decided to change my routine so I can sleep better.
So instead of complaining, you make a change.
Exactly.
Small changes can make a big difference.
And improving your English before bed is always a good idea. Now, let's talk about something very important if you truly want to go to bed on time. Building a healthy sleep schedule. Because without consistency, it becomes very difficult for your body to know when it should feel sleepy.
That's very true, because if I sleep at 10:30 one night and at 1 a.m. the next night, my body feels confused and doesn't know what to expect.
Exactly. And the key word here is consistency. Consistency means doing the same thing regularly, especially at the same time.
So if I go to bed at the same hour every night, my body slowly learns that this is my normal sleep time.
Yes, that's a perfect explanation. Here are some useful phrases. I try to go to bed at the same time every night. I wake up at the same time every morning. I follow a regular sleep schedule. I'm trying to build a healthy habit.
I like that expression, healthy habit. It sounds simple but powerful.
It is. A habit is something you do regularly without thinking too much about it.
So brushing your teeth is a habit.
Exactly. And going to bed on time can also become a habit. Here's a longer natural sentence. I decided to create a sleep schedule so I can feel more energetic and focused during the day.
That sounds very mature and responsible.
Well, sometimes I still want to stay up late watching videos, but I remind myself that tomorrow will feel much easier if I sleep early.
That's a good strategy, thinking about tomorrow.
Yes, you can also say, I try to be disciplined at night.
What does disciplined mean?
Disciplined means controlling yourself and doing what is good for you, even if it's not always easy.
So instead of saying just one more episode, you say it's time to sleep.
Exactly. Another useful sentence, when I follow my sleep schedule, I feel more productive and less stressed.
That connects sleep with daily success.
Yes, because good sleep affects everything, your mood, your focus, your energy, and even your English learning.
So, friends, try saying, I usually go to bed at blank and wake up at blank.
And ask yourself, is your sleep schedule consistent?
Small discipline at night can create big improvement in the morning.
I'd like to share a small personal story because sometimes hearing a real experience makes the vocabulary easier to understand and remember.
I agree. Stories always make learning more interesting.
A few years ago, I used to stay up very late almost every night. I would tell myself, I'm not tired yet, and then I would start watching videos, checking social media, or reading random things online.
That sounds very familiar.
Yes, and before I realized it, it was already past midnight, and I still hadn't gone to bed.
So what happened the next morning?
The next morning, I felt exhausted. I would wake up feeling heavy, sleepy, and unmotivated. I couldn't focus properly at work, and I needed coffee just to feel normal.
That doesn't sound healthy at all.
It wasn't, and that's when I decided to change my habit.
What does decided to change my habit mean?
It means I made a conscious choice to improve my routine. I understood that my late-night behavior was causing my morning problems.
So you connected the cause and the effect.
Exactly. Here are some useful story phrases you can use. I used to stay up late. I realized it was affecting my energy. I decided to make a change. At first, it was difficult. Slowly, it became easier.
I like that one. At first, it shows the beginning of something.
Yes, for example, at first it was hard to sleep early, but after a few weeks, my body adjusted.
Adjusted means your body got used to the new routine.
Exactly. And here's a longer natural sentence. After I started sleeping earlier, I noticed that I felt more energetic, more focused, and much happier during the day.
That shows the positive result.
Yes, and that's important. When we talk about habits, we can describe the problem, the decision, and the improvement. So, today we talked about something simple but very powerful. Going to bed on time, and how building a healthy sleep routine can improve not only your energy, but also your focus, mood, and daily performance.
Yes, and we learn many useful expressions that you can use in real-life conversations when you talk about your bedtime habits.
Let's quickly review some of the key phrases we practiced. I go to bed at 10:30. I try not to stay up late. I had trouble sleeping. I follow a regular sleep schedule. I used to stay up late, but now I sleep earlier.
And we also learned how to connect ideas using words like because, so that, at first, and after.
Exactly. For example, I go to bed early because I want to wake up feeling refreshed.
Or, at first it was difficult, but now it feels natural.
When you talk about your real habits in full sentences like this, your English becomes smoother and more confident.
So now we have a small question for you.
Yes, what time do you usually go to bed?
And do you feel refreshed in the morning, or do you still press the snooze button 3 times?
Be honest in the comments. We love reading your answers.
If today's episode helped you, please like this video. It really supports our channel and helps more learners find us.
And don't forget to subscribe to Listen and Learn English so you never miss our next real-life conversation.
Remember, small daily habits create big results in your sleep, in your health, and in your English.
Thank you so much for listening.
Sleep well tonight.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.